Whoa, what is going on? Let me adjust the thingy. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
The thing that I'm gonna sing it.
everybody.
Go ahead, what's the rest? Hey, what's the rest of your song?
I don't know.
Okay, you're supposed to be making up a song.
No.
Okay,
Hey,
so it wasn't a.
everybody. It's just a jingle.
Okay, first of all, why are you trying to like
Hey.
dance on me? That's kind of
You don't say nothing else at night when I'm dancing
weird.
on you.
That's weird and inappropriate.
Whatever.
Inappropriate.
Okay, let's get to it. I done had breakfast. Big girls gotta eat. So I ate.
So now you are a big girl.
I am a big
you're
girl.
owning up to being a big girl. Okay, yes, that's a bit much during the day. I don't like that.
Yes, you do.
I don't
yes,
like
you
that.
love it.
No, I don't like it like that. Be backing it all up on me.
Whatever.
That's a lot to manage.
So we ate. He made me a very nice breakfast.
Did you say, "Hey, party people"? Did you say that? Did you say that?
You just want to say it.
I'm just asking you. Did you
No,
say that? Okay,
I don't
so
say. Don't tell me when to say what my thing is.
I'm not telling you when to say it. I'm asking you if you
I did
said
not say it. So I had breakfast.
Hey, party people. Said it for you. Get it out the way. Good afternoon.
What's your thing?
You know what my thing is.
Don't say my thing.
See,
Hey, party
this
people.
is my thing right here.
So had my breakfast.
Yeah.
Coffee, orange juice. Took my vitamins. What else? I haven't been taking my vitamins. I need to take my vitamins because I run out of energy, and I'm getting ready to go back to work. So I gotta pump it up. Going back.
Get that headspace.
I know I gotta get in that headspace. I've been off for 3 months. Thank you, Jesus. You know what? You gotta celebrate the small victories. Like me being off for 3 months have been a blessing. I needed the time to recoup, get my body back, get my mind back, get my kids straight, and just some time, have some quality time with my husband. So, but now it's back to work, and I'm not stopping.
Back to that hustle.
Back to the hustle.
Gotta get that paper.
Gotta get my paper. Gotta get my coins. I need my coins. So, okay. So we're back. We got
who won the diet challenge? That's a good question. I would say Joey won unofficially.
Yeah, I would say Joey.
But I don't know.
I haven't moved. I fluctuated. I lost a little, gained it back. And when I traveled, I just quit. I was like, I am eating anything and everything.
You picked up a couple.
I did not.
Okay.
I did not. I'm the same weight.
Trust me when I tell you. I know.
You know what? Lies you tell. Lies.
All right. So we're just gonna say unofficially Joey probably won the weight loss or diet challenge. But as I explained earlier today, I did drop 8 pounds. I have been doing pseudo well with my intermittent fasting. I did come off of it the week that we were traveling, but now I am.
You back?
I'm sliding right back on it. I don't like
works.
the way that sounds. But
yeah, I love it. So we're back on it today. I started eating at 12:30, so 8:30 is my cutoff. Yours?
Same thing. I didn't eat anything before breakfast, so 12:30, 8:30, I'm good. And I haven't been eating late at night. You can say what you want, but I have cut back on the late night snacking, which is the worst.
You ate late last night after you came back from doing comedy.
No, you know what? Last night was a whole different situation. I had no food earlier in the day.
No food. We had a huge breakfast. You didn't have any lunch.
It wasn't a huge breakfast to me because I only ate half of whatever the leftovers were.
That was still enough.
Okay, so I did have breakfast, but last night I came in here and I couldn't even think straight.
He made French fries.
I made French fries.
Who makes French fries at 1 a.m.?
At 1 in the morning, I made French fries, and I made French fries. I made something else too.
Who's that, Risa?
Yeah.
Hi.
Wait, I made French fries, but I also had.
Oh, you lost
else.
10 pounds? Good for you.
Congratulations, Lois. That being said, I am going to start digging all the way in.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to dig all the way in.
I looked at a picture. Oh, the picture of you, Ross, Royce, the 4 of us.
Where?
It's a photo. I gotta show it to you because your face was so much thinner. I'm just telling you, your face was so much thinner.
I like my face the way it is.
You like that little fat face?
Babe, that is not nice.
You like that little fat face.
Whatever.
It's cute.
Water.
Yeah.
First of all, I should be thin as a dime.
Water the trick?
I drink, how much water do I drink? I love water.
And I drink none.
And he drinks none. I love water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This month of Royale, he did that. He lost, 10 pounds?
Almost 10.
Almost 10.
Hello. Janine, what's happening? Okay, so we are over here on the YouTube channel, and as we suggested, we are going to, as soon as we hit 30 people, we should be able to get 30 people over here.
That's just, come on, come on.
We are going to respond to the inbox question. We went down to 28. We hit 29. Somebody's like, all right, I'm out of here. No, we're not going to wait for 30. If 28 showed up, that's what we're going to address. Phyllis, welcome to the conversation. We suggested on the Facebook channel that we would come over here and answer these relationship questions. So let's jump right into it. I will do the setup since I read them because I don't want you.
Yeah, he read them. I didn't read them.
Yeah, so don't be trying to peek down at my notes and be like, let me try to read it
I don't even know what it.
That's what it is.
He should have been a doctor. I don't understand.
I am a doctor.
His writing.
I am
go
a
ahead,
doctor.
Let's go.
I do my surgery late night.
Oh.
Okay, so the first one is from Tammy Hart. She just wants empty nester ideas.
Girl, me too. What you talking about?
Like, we're newly empty nesting.
Hello.
So thank you.
It's good to know we're not the only ones. What's her name, Tammy?
Yes.
So Tammy, let's start with just appreciating the quiet.
Yes.
Okay? Just appreciate that, because that was big for me. When we came home, put the bags down, closed the door, it hit me really quick. I was like, oh, I thought I heard something. It is very, very quiet. And that was an adjustment. So appreciate the quiet. Secondly, you could do whatever the hell you want. Date night is every night. If you guys are home and it's dinner time and you don't feel like cooking, it's so much nicer to just go out with your spouse. You know what I mean? It's
way less expensive.
Way less expensive. So that's what I have to remember, because Royale's like, he wanted to do sushi tonight. I was like, no, we can't afford it. And I was like, oh my God, it's no longer a party of 4. It's a party of 2. That bill is going to look so much nicer.
And listen, here's the thing.
Oh my God.
When we go out for sushi, the boys eat damn near twice as much as we do.
They do. It's like $200.
Yeah, that little $211. We can get that down to $75 with the tip.
And that's good. That's why I didn't want to go, because it hit me. I was like, shoot. As soon as I hear sushi, I'm like, $200. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
And then Royale was like, it's just the 2 of us. I was like, that's right. So take advantage of more dinners out. Go to places, on certain days they're having a 2-for-1 or whatever. So I'm going to get really smart with that. And I love happy hour. Even though Royale doesn't drink, I drink. But the appetizers are usually something he could do, like a spinach dip or the garlic fries or pesto fries or.
See, here's the thing about me. I don't eat a lot of food.
Right.
I don't. First of all, I don't eat meat, so I'm not ordering a steak that's $67. If we go out to dinner, Royce is going to order steak. Ross is going to order steak. I mean, these dudes will literally, their entree is $60 to $75. And I'm like, and listen, they're not even, listen, bro, they're not even thinking about the cost of none of this stuff.
None of it.
Meanwhile, I'm going, give me a veggie side dish and give me this veggie, and I don't eat a whole lot of expensive food. I just want quality.
Yeah, so the kids are gone. Yesterday would have been a good day to do a matinee, so I would say go out to dinner a little bit more, because now it's just the 2 of you. Relish in the quiet time. Take heed to it. Like, embrace it. Just, the quietness is good. Read a book. Have some good time. Royale goes out every day. I'm here. I'm on my computer. I get work done. He gave me a great book to start reading. I just finished one. We are just learning, just like you guys. If I had a normal per se job, my job is very intense with the hours, so I can't take a vacation. It has to be in lump sum. So I took the summer off. That's how we're going to have to learn how to vacation, because I will, from now on, taking the summers off. But now I'm back to work. So I would say travel, travel, travel. So even though I'm getting ready like grind hard, I already know June and July I am not working. We already have a cruise. Come cruise with us. We're cruising. We're grown people. We're going to take a cruise. We're going to travel between June and July and August. Yeah, I'm taking those 3 months off. I'm claiming it. I did it this year. I'm doing it next year. And we're going to travel. Travel, travel, travel. I think that's fun. You'll meet other couples. You'll meet other people. And it keeps keeps it exciting, because if you go to new places, you're learning new cultures, learning new people, eating new foods. And just, at nighttime, if you want to go to movies, go to movies. Just being more spontaneous.
That's
Being
it.
an empty nesters give you the opportunity to no longer say, I can't because of the kids, or I can't. Spontaneity is going to be your best key. Spontaneity. I'm sorry. That's what we're going to do. That's what I said last night. Let's go for ice cream. Let's do for this. Things, we wouldn't normally do. Just do it. Just get up and do it. You don't have to check in with anybody but your husband or your significant other, and just go do it. That's the part I love it.
All right. So, again, spontaneity. I'm going to add in there, find and create projects to do together. Around the house, gardening, cooking together,
oh my God,
working out together, hikes. I want to try to see if April and I can add at least a monthly hike into our regimen of things as we try new things. But work on new things together, try new things together. So there's your empty nester ideas.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on. Nisa, I'm gonna go to Nisa's question, because Nisa's always so super supportive. She said, how much should you consider family dynamics when you're dating somebody and building a relationship? And when I say family dynamics, meaning how they were raised. This is a big one for me. Like, there are some people that have, and I'm not saying this about Nisa's family, we're just talking about like spanking. There's some people that grew up with spankings. There are some people that grew up without spankings. And so let's say you're in a relationship with somebody and you grew up in a house where you don't believe in spankings, but they grew up.
Can I stop you real quick? Is this a family dynamic with kids involved, or just getting together?
We're only talking about no kids involved. No. We're only talking about their background in history versus your background in history. No kids involved.
Then that's why I'm saying, why are you talking about spanking? Am I talking about how to raise the kids together, or merging as a couple together?
Let me see if I can be a little bit more clear. Don't look at this, just listen to me. What I'm saying is, there are some people, let's say for instance, if somebody has a contentious relationship with their mom, right? And you, like, if you're involved with me and I have a bad relationship with my mom and she and I don't get along, and I mean to the point where if I go see her just cussing and yelling and all of that stuff, how would that make you feel? Is that something that you should consider when dating this person?
Got you.
I'm talking about that level of, even with no kids involved, I'm just talking about the family dynamics in that kind of way.
Okay, because you started off with spanking, so I was like, are we talking about kids? So I'm glad you cleared it up.
But you could, listen, when I say that, I'm talking about I could have come from a house where I was physically abused. And so that could be the thing that drives a contentious relationship with my parents.
Okay, I'm confused. But, yeah, I'm confused.
I think you're reading too. You don't think about the kids. Just think about, even Nisa said exactly, I'm just talking about the dynamics where dealing with somebody's family, the parents, and how they treat their parents and what they come from. How much of that should be weighed and considered when you look at, look, if I'm building a relationship and considering marrying this person, this is what I'm marrying into. If I met you and go to your house and you and your mom don't get along and y'all yelling at each other, and it's like, now I gotta feel like, damn, that's a dynamic that exists on her side of the family. Right. How am I gonna feel? You know what I mean?
Right. And you don't want that to spill over. Like, and if they're abusive.
This is the thing, is like, how much of a relationship have you not told me about now that I need to be aware of? Like, if you were physically abused, okay, let's say if you were physically abused or if you were molested or something as a child by somebody within your family, right? And you're building a relationship with me and I'm considering marrying you, right? Should that be revealed to me? Should you share that with me so that I know? Because at some point,
you might have some triggers.
Listen, you might have triggers, and at some point that may come up, and now we may be in a situation where it's a legal issue that has to be dealt with, that you may get pulled into, and now because I'm your spouse, I may get pulled into.
Right.
And God forbid somebody say, well, that never happened, and she's lying, and all of that creates a dynamic where now you don't get to enjoy a version of a relationship that you thought you were marrying into.
Right. So I guess you have to do all of this up front, and I think, you know, if you're going to move into something serious, I think counseling is always good, in my opinion. Marriage counseling of whatever, doesn't need to be religious or whatever, find a counselor and maybe get some of those key points out. Now, if you don't do that, and like Royale said, you don't find out until you go over someone's house and they're arguing and cussing and you like, oh my God, who knew this was the type of family that he grew up or she grew up in? And you have to ask yourself, are you willing to jump in? Because blood is always going to be thicker than water, and now you're adding your 2 cents, and they're like, I've been doing this for all my life. I know how to handle her or him. You know what I mean? So you have to also understand the boundaries of something that you might think is dysfunctional. How do you approach your spouse or significant other with your input? That is something that you two will have to come up with. I can't say there's no blanket answer. It's going to be a trial and error, in my opinion, situation, because the person could welcome the input because they're at a loss. Like, this is what happens every time I come over. If you have some great input that you can share, maybe I can implement, or you don't know what you're going to be faced with. So until you're going through whatever situation, you have to play it by ear and just enter into it with loving, thoughts, and like you're just trying to being very optimistic and just letting them know you're not trying to butt in, you're just trying to add or where you can fit in. If you need me, I'm here. I think you have to approach it that way. I'm here if you need me. I have some input, but let me know if it's needed.
Okay, so
that's the way I would.
That being said, Melissa, I saw your response, which was maybe the person does not want to add all of that baggage to the beginning of the relationship opportunity, right?
Right.
And so then for me it becomes a question of, well, how much of a responsibility does one have to educate you about the challenges that they've had in their family dynamics so that you know what you're getting into, right? So it's the difference between somebody being transparent and somebody feeling like, well, I don't want to put all of this stuff out there so that I at least have an opportunity to try to build something, right? That then from there I can build upon, right? So, it's such a slippery slope, but I think ultimately, it's fair to tell somebody, look, this is what my family dynamic is, if it's a thing that will be a challenge for someone.
Right. And if you're at the point where you're taking it further, I don't think you meet somebody on the first date and you spill everything. It's on a need-to-know basis. And if you're going to move into marriage, if you hadn't said it, months prior, leading up to being steady or serious or whatever you want to call it, then at that time, hey, we need to have a conversation. This is what happened here. This is what's going on there. When we visit this person, this is going to happen. Just giving them a heads up so you're not, blindsided per se. But every situation will be different.
Every situation will be different.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh.
Every situation will be different. And ultimately,
that was just one with family. What if dealing with exes, with stepchildren, you could go on and on and on. It'll be a case-by-case basis, and just have the best common sense that you can possibly use in each situation, and just be open and, like Royale said, very transparent. You know what I mean? Because there's no one answer for any of those situations.
Yep. Okay. All right. Good. So I'm gonna move on to, I think it's Latasha Rouse. Latasha, you here? Nisa, of course. Thank you for the question. So Latasha is asking, she has a 15th wedding anniversary coming up.
Yes.
And she wants to incorporate her children into the anniversary celebration.
Yes.
So she's looking for ideas and help with, there she is. It is Latasha, right? She wants ideas. She has 4 children.
Yeah.
She has a 10-year-old and she has triplet 6-year-olds. She has 3 6-year-olds.
God bless you, girl.
Ooh. So she's looking for ideas
and so super cute
ways to incorporate the children. She wants the children to be a part of the anniversary celebration. So what ideas do you have?
I don't know. I would, off the top of my head, I would do a skit. I would do the older one as the main singer, and I would do those 3 little ones as the background singers. Boom. I don't know if they're boys or girls, but you can still be backup singers as a boy or girl. And I would do a cute, lovely skit. I remember the one from the Cosbys when Theo came. Baby! Yeah, do something really cute to make everybody like, do that one, baby. Baby, I don't know all the words, but do a
2 girls and a boy.
2 girls and a boy. Okay, perfect. And have the older one.
Oh my God! If I was a boy and had 2 twin sisters, oh my God! Oh Lord!
Have the older one be the main singer and have them dressed up really cute as backup. Do a cute little ballad or song to your husband. That would be cute. But that's the only thing I can think of.
So this was I was going to say. That was a great idea, by the way. I mean, that's so creative. That's a shocker.
What?
That's a shocker.
You don't know who you married to.
When I heard that idea, I was like, who am I? I had to look. Just like, where did you get
what,
that?
Man? I feel a little.
You feeling some kind of way?
Yeah, I'm feeling some sort of way.
Listen, that's like a Royale idea. That was like an idea that I would come up with.
I don't need your validation. I have my own mind, and that's in every marriage. I am me as one person.
In every marriage? What you mean?
I'm saying
you only been in 2.
I'm saying in any marriage, not only ours. Everybody is a whole person with their own ideas.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is that was a good idea.
Because I make good ideas. I am an idea maker.
No, you know what it is? I'm rubbing off on you.
Oh, whatever, Royale.
Osmosis.
Whatever. So go to your idea.
Oh, let me just say that. You think about anniversary gifts. I had an anniversary video made specifically for you, but when I hear this idea, and in hindsight, when I think about the idea of gift giving, it's a celebration of the 15-year journey after saying idea, after making that commitment to one another to build a family and marriage together. So it really is a gift that you all can create together. It doesn't have to be a video that you make for your husband. It could be a video that the 2 of you go, oh, we're going to make this as a celebration of our 15-year journey, right? And put the video out into the universe as a gift to the universe. So that's where it comes back to your ideas, like make the video together and like have them make the song, find the song that one's the lead, and then interstitially put photos in between that video find 15 photos. So now I'm going to take and merge the 2 ideas.
Can't have nothing to myself.
You had this thing to yourself all last night.
Oh my God.
You don't like, I'm trying to help.
You don't need to help me. That's my idea. Now you're trying to piggyback and steal my idea.
That's what, I'm not trying to steal your idea.
That's my idea. Listen, and then I have another one.
It's the best. We're going to do your second idea.
My other one would.
My idea ain't shit.
I would do like a short film. I would have other people, but definitely the children, reenact the day you found out you was having triplets. So maybe have the older one act like the doctor behind the desk, like
that ain't got nothing to do with an anniversary.
Yes, because
that's their birthday.
But still, you had a good idea. Everybody. Oh my God!
Your first idea, you should have just stuck with that and not said nothing else. You had them.
No, but still, it's still cute and quirky. I'm just thinking how to bring the kids into something. I would reenact that, how you found out, and then where you are today, 15 years later, with all these beautiful children.
Okay, so here's my idea. I just reworked my idea so that
it ain't
got nothing to do with your little trash ass idea.
My idea is the bomb. Oh God,
here's my idea.
Got a one up.
I'm not trying to one up you.
You are.
um, my idea is both of you, for 15 years of marriage, both of you individually, so with not peeking at each other, go pick one photo from each of the 15 years that you've been married and put those photos in a stack by year from year 1 all the way to year 15, and then record each other. All you have to do is take the photo, flip the photo, and show it to your significant other, right? So for you, to your husband, and record it. So set up your camera, and just the first thing that comes to mind, he just has to say whatever comes to mind once you show him that photo, and then move on to the next one. So it should be like 30 seconds of whatever he has to say, the next photo, and then have an editor put those 2 videos together as like a other wedding.
Mine is so better. Okay, so those are ideas.
Those are ideas for 15, and you can include the kids, because the kids may come up, or let the kids hold up the photos. See, now I'm using the kids. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Next. Happy anniversary, by the way.
And happy anniversary.
15 years is nothing to sneeze at. Congratulations.
Or you could get a babysitter and have a threesome for 15th
Don't listen to
anniversary.
him. Don't listen to him. Keep going.
Okay, so this is good. We're getting through these. Okay, here's the last one. And this is from Anonymous. Anonymous, and this one's a little spicy too, by the way. Anonymous was dating, or is kind of seeing, a teacher. So somebody that was her teacher in high school. She has now gone off. The teacher had a project, let's just say an art project, and needed a subject. I think she does photography and he's into photography. I think a model fell out. She hooked up, and I'm making up the stuff, by the way. Let's say she hooked up, and after that encounter, the 2 of them decided, oh, this feels good, let's go out on a date. That's now turned into more than one date. But as the relationship is starting to blossom, I think she's having some concerns about sharing the relationship publicly and having her classmates look at her and the teacher, go, wait a minute,
were y'all doing this?
Were you guys doing this when we in school together?
What's the age difference?
10-year age difference.
Not bad.
So let's say if she was 15, 16 in high school, that means he would have been 25, 26. And so that's the concern. So go. Well, how would you respond to that?
I would just be very, very careful, because those type of relationships, just to me, to be honest, I feel like there's a lot of opportunities to be with a lot of young girls, meaning you may not be the only one. Meaning, I just think someone...
Wait. How did a concern about age difference and how this looks to classmates turn into a question about who else this person is seeing?
Because I want to be clear, because I'm a woman. So I'm talking to her as a woman.
Clearly you are a woman.
And I just want her to make sure that if she's going to fight for this relationship and tell other people about it, that it is something that he is truly going to honor and is not doing a fetish thing, meaning liking a couple of girls that come through his class. That's what I'm saying. She may not be the only one that he's ever dated from his class. So let's be sure. How many times do you hear about...
Well, what difference does that make?
Because it could be just a thing. You know, is this a thing, or is this going to be a serious thing? You know, is it just a fling, or is this something that he's committed to?
Hold on. Whether he's committed to the relationship, or whether this is a fling, whether this
is a fling, you don't have to say nothing to nobody.
Okay.
You're just having a good time. If she's willing, you know, us as women, we get so emotionally involved. Like, oh, we're dating. I want to tell everybody. Is he even at that point that he wants to tell everybody? Is he like, it's us against the world? We are Bonnie and Clyde. I don't care what nobody say. Or is it the type, she's infatuated, she really likes him, and she wants to start telling people? He could be like, this just number 4 or 5. You know, how many people I'm always very leery. I'm sorry. As a young girl, being preyed upon from men will tell you any and everything. So
will women.
But this is a case, he's 10 years older, so I'm going to be very specific to this case. where he's a little bit more savvy. He's 10 years on her. Like, what about her is so special that
I'm not saying that the ages are specifically 25 and 36.
No,
I'm not 35.
I'm saying just 10 years.
Let's say she's 40 now and he's 50. Let's just say that's the case. You know what I mean?
Okay.
A 40-year-old woman is savvy enough to know. I think the legit concern is just the fact that there are classmates that once she goes public with this will be maybe 40, giving her the side eye.
If you're 40, I don't think you're worried about no goddamn
Exactly. That's my whole point. Who cares? That's my point. Who cares at this point?
Then if she's caring about it, she's not that old. Because at 40, you can't tell me nothing. Have you seen your classmates from 9th grade or whatever grade it was? I don't even know. Was he a college professor? Was he a high school teacher? If it's a high school teacher, clearly she's not that old. Because you would not care if you were in your 40s about your classmates. Just the point that she's saying classmates makes me think she's no more than 30 years old.
Oh, that's a good point. Nisa said, is he still a teacher and would he be subject to disciplinary action if this was revealed? That's a good question.
Yeah, and I don't think she's that old, to be honest.
Okay, so Mrs. GWMS, she said her husband and her are 18 years, there's an 18-year gap, and they've been married for 35 years. So the question needed to be more specific. I get that, Tawanda. This is Tawanda. This is the information that I have, and again, it is anonymous, so I'm trying not to reveal but so much information.
I just think if she was an older, mature woman, this question wouldn't even exist. So therefore, I'm going to say
think she's on the younger
30.
side?
Absolutely. Under 30, maybe a small community where people are going to start to find out. And yes, it might be a situation of people wondering.
Oh, hold on. But Adrian said something interesting. She said if we keep thinking about what other people think about relationships, we'll never be happy. We'll be miserable. Yeah. And then Elaine brought up, I agree with April. She's younger. So,
got to be.
But then she brought up the whole, what about Diddy dating, what's the girl's name?
Cassie?
Harvey. No. The Harvey daughter.
Girl, I ain't thinking about them.
How old is she? Like 12?
She's really young.
Like 21.
Yeah. And he's what, almost 50?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother.
She's 22 and he damn near 50. Wow. So he is what? 38 years old, her senior?
I'm gonna shut my mouth right there.
You're gonna shut it on that.
Yeah, I'm in Hollywood. I got to. So my point is, she has to be younger.
And dated his son. Did she really date?
Somebody
Quincy
said that was a cover up because I think Diddy was always messing with her.
Ooh, somebody said he's a predator. But that's just like, somebody else is dating a young girl.
Oh, Scott Missick is dating Lionel Richie's daughter who just turned 21.
Yeah.
I was like, how y'all okay with that? He's damn near 40. Why do you even want him? Girl, I don't get these young women. Daddy issues. I swear to God, it got to be, because there ain't no way I'm 21 and want his old ass. He's not even, okay, I'm going to just shut up again.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, whoever said something about him being a teacher and may be disciplined or whatever because of the age difference, it may lead to suggest they could have been messing around when she was in school.
Yeah, but she's clear that said that they weren't. So
yeah, I know they weren't, but it could bring up issues in the community. Yes.
I just want to be clear that was not the case.
Because everybody's going to say, hey, wait a minute, maybe they were doing this all along. I don't know. But obviously, I would say, beg to differ, that she is younger. Nobody in their 35 or older cares about what people in high school thought about them. So here's the thing. You need to tread lightly. Make sure, before you go out on a limb and start introducing him and telling everybody where this relationship, where you guys want it to go. We can always say, we're going to get married, but just make sure it's a serious relationship that you guys plan on going further, being together and creating some type of relationship long term. If it's just, I just met him and I really like him and I want to tell everybody because you want to tell everybody, that's different. We just always want to be in a relationship and show everybody. At the end of the day,
do whatever you feel like you need to do for you, but be willing to be accountable for the information that's out there and the repercussions, say it with me, repercussions that come along with it.
Right.
Elaine asked, what if Royce brought home a 30-year-old lady to meet you? How would you feel, April? If Royce came home with a woman that was 30, he's 20. 10 years his senior.
You know what? It really depends. I can't say I would. From just looking at it, I probably wouldn't. Off the top, I'm sorry, I would say, ooh, no. But if I met this young lady and she cared for my son and there was no baggage, meaning she hadn't been married, she don't have no kids, she just looking for love, I think it could work.
If she hadn't been married?
Yeah, I don't want a divorcee that has been through everything now trying to be with my son and just kind of like trap him or whatever.
What if my mother said that about you?
I wasn't 10 years older than you.
You, okay.
I had kids, but
you older than me?
That doesn't matter. I'm not 10 years
older. You older than me with a child.
Not 10 years. No, I wouldn't like it. But
that's for him to decide.
Exactly.
That's for him to decide.
I would hope the circumstances were different where, maybe she went to grad school and she's just getting out and she wasn't thinking about a relationship and she just sees this young man and they click or whatever. I would want them to start together.
But Nisa said, what if it's his former teacher? What if it's one of his former teachers?
Well, I don't know. A woman is a woman. I don't know.
The question is, if Royce came home with somebody that was his teacher from high school.
From high school, and they have been apart all this time.
And now
he went one way, she went another way.
Yeah, like
it's just like meeting any other 30-year-old. It's just a matter of circumstance.
I met you. I taught Royce at Sierra.
He was
when he was 16, 17. What? So you're not side-eyeing a little bit like, wait, what's going on here?
If I would ask my son, did she try anything while you were in high school? And I don't think he would lie. Like, no, I barely saw her in school. That's one thing, but if she been preying on him and Instagramming him and DMing him,
Jarrell, what's good?
That's a whole nother situation. Yeah. So I wouldn't, at that point, I would just play it by ear.
Well,
if I could give some advice, if he asks for it,
the thing that we have is a solid trust relationship with our son. So that's one thing we have. And so to your point, the communication has always been wide open. And if that was a situation, he would have made us aware of it. He wouldn't be in a situation where he feels like he can't tell us, oh, no, she gave me a little tug in high school or whatever the case.
He would tell me. And I don't think he would feel comfortable dating somebody that was pursuing him in high school. Now that, he's older. I think he would take a second look. Like, how many boys did you do that to? And, you have to think about that kind of stuff. I can't be the only one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what I think.
All right. Well, we got through all of the questions. You got anything?
No, I like that. No, I'm going to leave it at that. We came on here to answer questions. We did that. We answered a couple from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel satisfied.
I feel satisfied too. All right. So we are going to make this a regular part of the YouTube programming here.
Yes.
We will at least once a week, we'll field the questions from the other platform and we'll come over here with the answers. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend about your favorite couple is April and Royale, the queen, and her boyfriend.
My boyfriend.
All right. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. The inbox is always wide open. I'm glad we got to get one of these under our belt.
Yep.
Again. We'll look forward to the next one. But y'all go off, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Get prepared in your mind for Monday.
Ooh, I gotta go.
There's always some shit on Monday. We love y'all, and y'all be blessed. All right.
Blessed.
Say goodnight, Florida.
Bye.